First of all, it's my debut feature, and in some way it was important for me to reflect on my own childhood in this first film. Somehow it felt just natural to me. But as well, it happened that we started working on this film when the full-scale invasion of Ukraine started. And of course, it was not a pure inspiration, it was more like a necessity to really reflect on what's going on with my country. And then I decided to ask myself, and what was happening with my country back then? It inevitably brought me to the conflicts and wars that were in my country back then, and it felt always to me important to include. I always wanted this story not to be a story just of one family, but rather of my country and the perspective of a child on what's going on when really the conflicts and all these terrible things, they're happening somewhere far away from us, but still inevitably they become part of life, part of civilian life after all. And yeah, so that's probably the answer anyway. We worked a lot with the cinematographer Evgeny Rodin on like finding the right language for this film, and it really felt natural to me that it should be really quite a stable, long shot film, because I have like a documentary background, and to me it feels like when it's such long shots, when I don't cut too much, then it allows viewers to feel as if they are like testimony of something that is going on in front of them in a way. And also for me, like the position of the camera, like where should we put it, it's always one of the most pivotal questions that I try to figure out. And in this film, especially, we were thinking about finding the right point, like child's perspective. And we never wanted to be close to the events, because again, in real life, it's not really frequent that something happens so close to us. And I felt that it can allow the viewers to choose for them, like where to look, what to notify, to see the train passing by with the tanks, or to see the kids playing. Like, to me, it's interesting to give the viewers this possibility as well to like notice what they want to notice. We had quite an extensive cast of the kids. We were doing it in Serbia because we were not, we could not work with Russian actors who are in Russia, and so we found Maya quite early on. I was really fortunate with her. I think she's just a natural actress. But by nature, she's just like this, and it's really interesting because before we started shooting, I was worried more than anything about working with the kids, that it's difficult, and especially in our case when we are shooting on 16 millimeters. But after all, actually, it was the easiest part, because she's such a concentrated person. And she's always in a good mood. She was always welcoming all our decisions. So it was a pure pleasure to work with her, honestly. And she's a very active child by nature, but as soon as we would say action, she would really start acting without even some additional explanations to her. She just understood who she is in a frame, and she just would portray it beautifully, I think. Yeah. I didn't want it to become like a huge symbol or something, I felt that it's nice when the child's game, it's not with something particular, when it's something quite ephemeral, when it's like light. To me, it felt so nice that she's playing just with light, that there are a lot of darkness around, but still she finds light in there. And actually we know that where there is a lot of darkness, that's where we see the light the brighter, in the brightest way. So yeah, probably I was thinking about it, but but not it was intuitively. I never really wanted some particular meaning to it. I just felt that it's beautiful on the screen, and I think that it reflected something about her personality as well. That she is a kid who is a bit like self-reserved, and that she finds interest in just playing with herself and with the light.